I wanted to see the limits of Minecraft Legends, and I think I broke the game while trying, in terms of the piglin fight, in terms of the structures I placed, but most importantly, in terms of the game and the world itself. Things were literally broken, and it was an absolute blast. And if you'd like to see that world, well, hello, I'm AbyaX Toycat, and allow me to give you a tour of the world that I've pushed to its absolute limits in so many ways, because although it looks pretty crazy right now, the truth is it didn't always look like this. Instead, when I spawned in, it looked like this. But ever since then, I've been trying to test all sorts of questions, wondering could you really destroy most of a Minecraft Legends world, wondering if there was a limit on how many walls you could have, or how many structures you could have as a whole. The answer seems to be not so much, and also wondering if there was a way you could break the game to the point where things like this frame break happen, or even more interestingly, if you look at the piglin base, you'll see that they are replenishing at such a rate that they are being destroyed over and over and over again. We have spawn camped the piglins into obliteration somehow, and also made the world look like a genuine nuclear wasteland. How does this happen? Well, allow me to share the journey with you, because it starts when you spawn into a new world. So this is a Minecraft Legends world with surprisingly little going on in it, and I'm gonna get the resources I need to actually make these big improvements, because free gather alleys and free building alleys, that's not enough to do anything. And so, clearly, these piglins need to die, and so too do their structures. But like, actually quite a lot of them, and so... And now it's alley building time. You know, 4 alleys sounds pretty good, don't get me wrong, but you know what'd be better than 4 alleys? 5 alleys. But do you know what'd be better than 5 alleys? That's right, 16 alleys. I can go to even a very big forest and tear it down like a swarm of locusts, except 16 alleys is something that can be improved, obviously by building more improvements, but also, pro tip, when we get someone new in the game, like Zero over here, he gets his own set of 16 build alleys, so we can also build double as much at the same time, but also gather twice as much at the same time, and say, take this stone in front of the enemy base, both of us place all of our boxes down, and it just gets destroyed and turned right into resources that can be used. It seems like the only limit to how much stone we can destroy together is how much we can physically hold, because the game doesn't let you destroy any resource past once you reach the cap, and so I go back to my base and build a lot of these alley storages. Each of them massively increases the amount of basic resources we can hold, wood, stone, lapis, and prismarine, and so we place a lot of them down together. There seems to be no limit as to how many can be had. This is absolutely wild to see. Also, as a result of having 2 people, it means we can do fun things like have armies consisting of 100 separate mobs, which got me an achievement for doing for the first time. Wow, that's fun. You know, this was meant to be breaking Minecraft, but apparently I'm getting some of the achievements at the same time. Anyway, all this storage means more destruction can happen, and wow, look at how many boxes we've got here. The fun thing about your alleys is they can be really easily be destroyed. Pretty much anything can one-hit these boxes, but if you place so many of them down, just by pure attrition, you'll still get your destruction in, like I do over here. If you want to see something really interesting, the game shows 9,999 plus stone, but it actually goes up even higher than that because we're still collecting. It just doesn't know how to display it because it takes up too many digits. I mean, the 9 from the stone is already going past into the wood and into the iron a little bit, which makes me wonder, are there limits to other resources as well? So most ores by default cap at 375, but you can increase that cap and double it every time you build an extra of a build redstone. But what if we built a lot of extras? I mean, is there a limit to how many of these we would get? Because you'd really expect the answer to be yes, but you know, I'd expect a lot of things that aren't necessarily going to happen, so let's spam these as densely as they will go. It's funny because the game doesn't have an explanation, even though you need to, for lots of structures, build more than one of these. There isn't an alternative text for when you build a second one, so it just implies like I'm just now for the first time getting redstone. Isn't that nice? Okay, so now I'm here at the swamp, which is a biome that redstone spawns in, because I'm here to get all of the redstone. But while I'm here too, I might as well show something else that's fun. All of these giant trees are made up of thousands of blocks of wood each, but, I mean, just a little bit of alley placement around here might turn that into a fact that's significantly less true. And so, here is the swamp before, and here it is after gathering every single redstone the biome had, apparently just over 1,000, and also chopping down enough wood to get to the max. I've gone past 9999, and I've hit 9999, but now it's blue and full. What that number is, the game will not tell me. We could probably reverse engineer it, but all I know is we've got plenty of prismarine, and I look forward to spending that As well as I can spend now my redstone on making silly big towers if I want to, or, you know, big golems. I think, though, I'm going to go to the only other biome on the map that has redstone, just to see if we can at least hit a maximum. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just satisfying as heck? But as well as requiring active mobs to fight, we're also thinking of enclosing in the piglins altogether. I mean, I've got all this spare wood anyway, I just need some extra stone, and all of a sudden we won't actually need to fight the piglins ourselves, we can just have towers surround them instead. So that is the plan, but my god is this destructive, just look at this. Yeah, I want some more allies, so you better believe I'm going to be going big on making sure I get them. So we'll have an ally, abundant ally thing over here, and then next to it we have a second one over here, and then a third one over here. I've always wondered if using enough of these will actually allow me to get more than I should, and so there should be 3 slots for every one of these spawners right here. Am I eventually going to get a freebie? And I think you actually do. Look at this. I've got 3 separate, pillars right here, which should give me 9 spaces across. These take 2 spaces each, but I fit 5 of them there, or got 10 spaces for it, if you do it across 3 separate spawners, which is absolutely amazing if you ask me. And then we could probably fit another 2. No, just you can fit 6 across 4, which is what you'd expect. But we can fit almost a 7th one there. So finding wood at this point is really easy. You just find a big forest, you send a swarm of allies at it, and you watch as they all do the same thing and bring it to the ground. Makes me wish we had allies this amazing in regular Minecraft, right? But getting wood is great. There's plenty of forests. Getting stone, on the other hand, stone is only found around the map in blobs of 7 or so. Seriously, we've got some stone, and then it's gone. Ooh, there's some stone in the middle of that lake, so we can get 11 of it there, we can get another of it there, and then just a couple of allies later, it's all gone. The whole map has been drained for stone because building so many ally improvements apparently has been taking it. Oh, look at that, there's 5 of them. But yeah, the map is now mostly depleted ores, grass that can't be used, or the occasional piece of shrub that hasn't been taken up by an ally, which is pretty nice so far. But obviously that means we've got so much wood that we need to collect, and the only way to collect wood is to spend the existing stuff, and so why not take advantage of this big open terrain to use up the wood. This is a wall that just used 130 wood, but what we could do, if we wanted to be fun, is we could place another wall directly in front of that one. And then what would that be? That would be a second wall costing 150 free wood as well. Apparently 130 was wrong. But then we could build a third wall in front of that one, and that wall would also cost us 150 free. I think there's a little gap there, but imagine what could happen if you did this over and over and over again. You could make the world's thickest wall, I imagine. And so that is precisely what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make a very, very, very wide wall, and we're going to see where that gets us. Probably not very far, but it's going to be funny. So at 5 thickness, the wall is looking like this. It is seriously chunky and reinforced, and oh, isn't this amazing? Yes, it is, but I think we could do better. Here it is now at 10 thick. I mean, is it even a wall at this point? It seems like it's, like tank armor or something. And now what we have to do is make it a little bit more special, I think. I guess if it was going to be tank armor, it would have to have a mason covering most of it. And so as much as we're slowing down the game to do so, let's place one of those down over here. See how that improves things, shall we? Oh, also, can you believe how many gaps there are here? I've got to fill these in as best I can. Make it look nice and perfectly filled. And now we just have to kind of politely wait while the T for Toy Cat, which is definitely what this is, slowly turns into stone. It really is going to be piece by piece randomly over there. But in the meantime, we can take down, maybe one of these guys right here. So we obviously destroyed those piglins over there. But what if we could destroy these ones from the beginning using very, very, very powerful towers? Well, that would require building, a carpentry hut first of all. I mean, that'd be a big expense. And so now I'm going to test something fun that I've heard about but never actually done, which is that there's a limit to the number of structures the game will let you place. This seems absurd to me, but given that we've got a perfect opportunity to test, we've got a piglin base just over there, let's surround it entirely with towers and see how it actually fares against it. By the way, our big set of walls seems to be doing its job. We're running out of wood. Wow, I just feel like we need more wood. If only there was a way we could get that. Except great, there's all these forests across the map, and I've got all these allies anyway. Let's send them over to be a locust on the forest. So this is just my 40 allies right now, going over the forest, doing their very best to make sure there's no more wood there for anyone else. Doing the same thing to this part of the forest. You can see they've got some zombies to defend, but they're not doing a very good job, honestly. And so we just run our allies through. So many that they can't even humanly try to destroy them. And then boom, forest is gone. When it comes to getting more stone though, I really think I'm running out of places I can look. I found almost all of these stone stumps around the map that exist. I'm taking them all as I can, but they're giving me 20 or 30. Oh, there we go, we got some here. Each. Yeah, this little corner of the map. There's even a chest here we haven't gotten. Oh, what a treat that is. But still, we need thousands of stone, and the game is offering me 27 or 100 here or there. And I'll take it. I just wonder, like, at some point, will there be no stone left in the game? Does it become unplayable? I mean, the answer's probably yes. Which will be fun to find out. For now, I'm just destroying a birch forest and these lovely shrubs that I see right next to them. As I'm running in around this world, I might as well be chopping down the trees, given I've got the capacity anyway. Okay, something's happened that hasn't happened for a really long time. I found a new biome, and it has these tiny little stone pieces in it all over. Look at that. I am gonna be able to get some more improvements going. This is very close to the edge of the amount of stone in the game, assuming the mesa doesn't have some secret source I don't know about. I haven't looked through the Badlands properly yet, but I assume, yeah, these trees aren't made of stone. There are trees made of stone in the campaign though, so maybe if we go to the top of that mountain, we can find some serious sources of it up there. Ah, yes! 85 stone per tree. Oh yeah, there's big trees here. 200 stone. Yeah, I'll take them all. Even get myself a free chest for the trouble. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. I'll ride a tiger, just so I can enjoy myself. You know, if I find this much stone, I'm now living the baller life again with my giant tiger. And so we'll enjoy ourselves, making sure we pick down all these trees in what is a dry savanna, by the way. This isn't a savanna, it's a dry savanna, which just means it has stone trees instead of wood trees. It's weird because these mountains are made of stone, but you can't actually take it as best I can tell. Wait, can you? Yeah, no, you can't. Look, there's all this stone here. But I just can't have the mountain as much as I want it. By the way, if you want to see something absolutely glorious, the tea is really coming in nicely. I mean, even with all these stonemasons around, it's still not getting all the way stoned yet, but it is a very good fortification between us and the piglins. They're going to have to take a real long way around if they want to get to my base, which is good because I've decided my lapis isn't always full. I've only got 5,900 off it. Do you know how much it costs to summon a big monster? Like dozens of lapis. And so that we don't run out of lapis, I think it's important to make some more improvements. So I'm gonna construct myself some lapis towers. You know what? I'm gonna construct myself more than just a couple of lapis towers. I think I'm gonna construct as many as it takes. I don't know what the answer to that question is, by the way. I just know you get an achievement if you get a certain income. And I wanna make sure we go over that achievement amount. I mean, I've got the stone. Oh wait, no, I don't got the stone. I don't got the stone at all. I've just got lots and lots of flags. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out on a quest to get more stone, I think. But this is looking pretty nice, right? Okay, look at that lapis income now. I've begun scraping the bottom of the barrel for stone again, by the way. I would love it if there was just a secret stone biome I was missing. I think, actually wait, the jungle, I think those trees are made out of stone for some reason. I hope I'm right, but I'm not. Is that a wooden tree? That's a weird wooden tree. What sort of a jungle tree have the developers been playing with? Because they're not the same ones I have access to. Oh, there's more redstone here too. It's way too high up for me to ever get without perhaps a beetle. Wait, can I climb up? No, I can't. Even the beetle can't get up. Okay. But look, there's a big old mountain up here, and I'm gonna climb it because there is redstone at the top. From here we get a beautiful view of, okay, not the whole world, but the jungle at least. And also, we can fly across it looking for more redstone. Yeah, I've gone to the point where these super high outlooks are actually handy for getting the last few pieces of stone from the map. There might be a strategy to be had in this game in getting so much stone that you deny your opponent ever being able to get any, and then maybe you would win the game because they can't build structures anymore. Because you also wouldn't be able to build cobble golems, which are very powerful. I think wood is always going to exist, so wood golems always can too. But yeah, the amount of stone you get in a world, way too little if you ask me. Yeah, I think it was absolutely crazy that we got the game to this point, but I think it's taken over an hour and a half, and we've gone to the stage where the game just lags when you do anything. And also where you can't even really do much more. It's kind of sad. The only thing we can build with just wood is walls. Everything else requires some stone or some ore, and that's a real shame if you ask me. Okay, so that is the end of about an hour and a half of trying to get everything. The stone has run out. There's 1325, but I really am not finding any major sources anymore. The stone does eventually run out in your world. It is useful maybe to know. And if you wanted to get all the wood, you'd have to deliberately build structures just to use up your wood so that you could. And we could do that, honestly. Like, here's a bunch of gates. Gates just use wood, and so we can build a lot of these very close together. If piglins destroy them, I wouldn't be bothered. But if there is a limit to the number of structures you can have, I guess I would find it very easily with these. Well, I'm just gonna place them like that. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, welcome yourself to the Wall of Gates. This is something, as you can see. If you have a beetle, you can just climb over the entire thing, and you can enjoy the sights of all of the wood in the game going to great use. This is the only way— oh look, there are piglins trying to take him down. This is the only way you can use up excess wood if you happen to have it, but I think we've proven there is no structure limit. If you can have this many gates and enough walls to make a giant T, while also having enough towers to keep the piglins from ever leaving their own base, I think it's reasonable to say, you know, just a little reasonable to say that might be the end as far as most people are concerned. Very satisfying to say, very satisfying to see a redstone ore count in the thousands, satisfying to see how powerful the firsts are. I mean, all of this together is enough that they just never have a real grip on the game and structures. Very, very satisfying. But you know what else is satisfying? The end of this video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope you found something interesting in the way we broke Minecraft Legends and discovered the lack of limits in certain things. There really is. You can get as much lapis or as much prismarine as you have space for it, which is kind of nice if you ask me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye. By the way, the most impressive thing is the AI somehow managed to stay alive during all of that. I don't know how that's even remotely possible. Also, when you're this slow, parkour is much easier. So just remember when you... Goodbye.